Assalamualaikum, Sir Rasul. So here is your question number 1. How is the issue of technology facilitated violence or digital safety currently addressed in your institution's curriculum or research agenda? So in our institution, since we are offering peace education in the undergraduate, masteral as well as doctoral, one of the subject which is added in our curriculum is more on gender sensitivity. So we have the subject on that, especially in undergraduate, so that student will be aware about this issue, mga karahasan na nangyayari sa ating teknolohiya. At ito din yung isa sa paraan kung saan magiging aware ang lahat, especially sa paaralan, pamantasan, then to the community. Then the second question sa aking palagay, ang pinakamahalagang puwang sa pananaliksik kaugnay sa gender-based violence sa ating konteksto dito sa BARM. Unang-una, ito yung the lack of comprehensiveness, disaggregated and inclusive data, especially the marginalized group like the LGBTQI plus individuals. Kasi minsan, maybe because of kultura, so ito yon, minsan binaliwala ito sila. Then, insufficient research on the intersection of the gender-based violence. That's another siguro na hindi nabigyan ng halaga sa ating lugar, particularly here in the Bangsamoro region in Muslim Mindanao. Then, limited understanding of the long-term impact on the issue on gender-based violence. So, yun yung isa sa mga nakikita ko na mga critical research gaps regarding this out-of-school gender-based violence. Then, on the third question regarding what potential do you see for student-led research like thesis, practicums to contribute to understanding addressing the out-of-school gender-based violence. So, unang-una siguro, kailangan yung awareness raising campaign siguro. Isa sa mga dapat makikita to contribute the understanding and addressing this issue on the gender-based violence. This is essential to prevent the gender-based violence in research, especially in the different institutions and universities. These campaigns aim to educate the academic and research community or students, staffs, the researcher in itself, and of course the community. And this is all about the important issues, then foster respect and equality and create safe university. Kaya nga ito yung isa sa mga contribution para maintindihan itong issue at nakakatulong sa pagtugon nitong issue ng out-of-school gender-based violence. Then, ang number 4, what areas of the out-of-school gender-based violence research would be of the greatest interest to your faculty and the students? That is like the legal aspects, psychological impact, technology solutions, cultural drivers. So, nakikita ko dito mga significant or of the greatest interest of the research, the students and faculty, like this. It includes intersectionality focusing on marginalized communities, preventing through education, like consent and health relationships. Another thing is impacts on well-being, effective reporting, and support systems, and the role of cultural factors and empower dynamics in perpetuating violence. Then research also, there's a need also for the attention of these specific groups such as the precarious legal status, the health sciences students, teachers to create comprehensive and inclusive strategies. So ito yung makikita natin na of the greatest interest of the faculty and students na may maitulong din. Then the next is what kind of support? Seed funding, technical assistance, access to the communities would be most helpful for the researcher to engage in this topic. Ang nakikita ko dito is not only about the support on seed funding, but ang pinakamahalaga dito is ensuring ethical conduct and participant safety. That's one of the magandang isuporta din sa mga researcher, that providing specialized training on gender-based violence dynamics and trauma. Mahalaga din yung suporta. Then, facilitating strong partnership in collaboration with local organization. Then, offering to psychological support and self-care for the researcher. And fostering participatory research method that includes the voices of the survivors. So yon, hindi lang sa funding, kung hindi itong mga assistance na binanggit ko, ito yung kailangan din na support sa mga researcher. Then, on number 6, how your institution like to be involved in co-developing the out-of-school gender-based agenda. So, sa aming paaralan, our institution, sinasabi dito na yung inclusive consultation processes, kasali yon. Then providing local expertise, integrating this also to integrating gender-based violence into our own operations and training. Kaya nga may mga training ni kami sa aming institution. Then supporting early career researcher. Kaya nga may funded din kami research, especially kung gustong mag-research dito about this issue on gender-based violence. So, the needs assessment, identifying siguro the priorities, and co-producing research, sharing knowledge on what works to prevent and respond this gender-based violence. So, yun yung ginagawa namin dito sa aming institution. Pero nakikita ko hindi naman masyado na talagang natutukan, pero marami nang gumagawa hinggil sa isyong ito. Then the number 7, what are the effective ways to disseminate research findings to ensure the informed policy and practice, not just in the academe? Then, to disseminate this research and informed policy and practices, use targeted strategies like policy briefing for peacemakers, engaging practitioners through workshops and plain language summaries, leveraging social media. Kaya kailangan magamit yon, the media outlets for public awareness, and building relationships with key influencers and community groups to promote findings and relevant stakeholders beyond academic circles. So, co-creating also materials with the audience and using visual aids like the infographics can also improve understanding and engagement for the diverse audiences. So, yun yung part of disseminating the research findings para mas maunawaan at saka mapalaganap at matulungan din ang mga tao para ma-prevent talaga, maiwasan itong mga karasang ito na nangyayari sa community. Then, how we foster a long-term partnership in fostering the partnership ang kailangan siguro itong the out of school gender-based violence. Our institution, the government, the civil society organization should focus on a shared goals para matugunan itong problemang ito, then build mutual trust, then clearly define the roles, share knowledge and resources equitably, and create sustainable mechanisms for collaboration and accountability, such as like a joint research, policy advocacy, community-based program. So yun din yung isa sa magagamit in fostering this long-term partnership among the stakeholders. So yun ang siguro nakikita kong contribution. Then is there anything important about online safety, gender-based violence that we have not discussed that you feel essential for the success of the SALIG program? I'm not familiar with the SALIG program, pero siguro masasabi ko about this issue, then I'm happy with your university that you're offering diploma on about women. Kasi mahalaga talaga ito. I think you are the first university here in the Philippines offering this diploma on women. So yun yung maganda ito. Kaya nga yung nag-usap tayo, sabi ko sana may balak kami, pinapagawa ako na mag-offer din. Pero yung during our pag-uusap, sabi ko parang bitin ang diploma, why not gawin na lang na master's degree. Pero sabi mo, your institutions anytime pwede naman itong ladder rise, so you can still continue as a degree, not only a diploma on this. So yan lang siguro si Rasul. Sana nakakatulong kahit na konti as one of your respondents. Then I would like to say in advance congratulations for your graduation. Then God bless. I am your friend, Brother Joars Alferez of Cotabato State University.